Okay, guys, let's roll. I knew this would happen. I told you it would happen. Once Advance UK started to make progress and be noticed, the Reds would turn up. They do. The Jackals would appear, and now they're here in Wales. They're trying to have a pop at Advance UK's leader in Wales, Richard Taylor, making him out to be all kinds of things. But the truth is, I've known Richard Taylor for many, many years. But before we do that, um, I want us to go over to this site here, some guy, okay? Fair play for him, he's been on the ball on this one. Once he noticed the attack, he did something about it, and he'd done a bit of research into Richard Taylor. Hey, some guy, I wish you'd thought to ask me before you made your video, because I could have provided you with lots of images that you might have liked to have used and some other information you would find valuable. But well done. Hey, you Advance UK members, what's going on here? This guy here, some guy, who's made this video about Richard Taylor, he's a member of Advance UK and he's only got 30 subscribers. Please get over there, subscribe. He does some good work. Different personality to me as well. He's more calm, collected, and his videos are much more professional. But let's let him kick off. I'll play 1 minute, and then you better get over there and watch it yourselves. Ooh, do you like it when I'm forceful?
Hello, so I want to have a look today at Richard Taylor. I'll admit I don't know much about Richard Taylor, so I decided to go do a bit of digging into his background, into his past, and try and get an understanding about who this guy is. And the reason is because I'm a supporter of Advance UK, as in I've joined the party, I'm in the party. I like what they say they stand for: freedom, democracy, restoring the national sovereignty of the country. Those things I agree with. And Richard Taylor is in charge of the Wales branch of Advance UK. And I realised, you know what, I don't know much about this guy. And then I saw a Facebook page had gone up about Richard Taylor, which was implying that he was a Nazi and a fascist. And had the page showed him in a Nazi uniform, and the page was something like far right Nazi Richard Taylor in Wales, UK. So I thought I'd go and do a bit of investigation into what is being said about Richard and try to come to my own conclusions about it. Just doing due diligence, essentially. So over here, we have on the Facebook page of far.
All right, well, you can read that yourselves. But I did warn you that they would be coming for us. Do you remember that video I showed you yesterday? The video they put up about me? The traitor? Oh dear, the game is on. Let's have a look. Oh, look, someone left a comment. What's his name? Paul Morris. What does he say? I know Richard Taylor personally and I've had a few pints with him when he is in my neck of the woods. His book, To Catch a Thief, is on sale and you can find it on the internet. I campaigned alongside him for the Brexit Party and I can only tell you this. I am ex-BNP, NF, I forgot to say proud BNP, proud NF. Richard has never expressed any far-right sympathies as long as I have known him. I wish he did. Joking. No, who am I trying to kid? He is religious, but he never pushes it in company. Finally, I have never seen him be violent and he always seeks a resolution through dialogue. You were right, it is a typical lefty lie that some people will believe. Oh dear. Let's go back there. This is Richard out camping with the Brexit Party. Now they make big of it in the hit piece on Richard that he was a member of 4 political parties. Whoopie-doo, I've lost count of the right-wing parties, what they deem right-wing parties. In my time, BNP, National Front, New National Front, back to the National Front, National Party, New National Party, BNP, BNP. Richard has been in 4 parties, they are saying. Well, the parties were parties anyone would be proud to be in. There was the obviously the Brexit Party, Advance UK, Abolish the Welsh Assembly, and the Reform Party. What's the big deal about that? Well, what can you do? Have I got any more images here? Oh yeah, there's Richard campaigning in Blaenau, my neck of the woods. Oh, there's the club there, over Richard's left shoulder. At the top of it, there's a doorway to the club. Yeah. No, my personal experience of Richard Taylor this. I met him just before the Brexit Party kicked off, and I went and had a pint with him in Bramau. A very pleasant chap. He got on well with the coloured landlord at the pub there. They were clearly on very friendly terms. We spoke. I told him about my past. He didn't have a problem with it. I didn't have a problem with his past. He gave me a copy of his book, To Catch a Thief. Let's get back up here, guys. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Go here. Here's Richard's book, To Catch a Thief. It's an excellent book. That guy lived to a certain extent a typical upbringing in the Welsh valleys. Being brought up in the Welsh valleys was never easy. Grinding poverty, it was tough for the young. I mean, I escaped, if you like, living the life that Richard did because I wanted to go into the Royal Navy at the age of 15. But perhaps if I had been in Richard's company, or we'd been around together at that time, I would have been in the same cell as him. Who can tell? Who can tell? But if you read his book, it's an excellent book of redemption. He found religion and it helped him. And because of his religion, he's helped other people. Now, I'm not a Bible basher. I'm not. But I envy people who do have faith. I want to go back here to the front. The lady that you see there, I know she's religious. I had deep conversations with her. The guy on Richard's right, I believe, and Richard can correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that he's done a lot for local charities. Those are the kind of people that Richard bothers with. But in that poem, what was it, If, about bothering with the common touch, Richard, there's no airs and graces with Richard. Richard would come over to the pub I kicked around in on a Sunday morning, and he'd have a pint with the boys. He's just one of the lads, your typical guys. They all know who Richard is. They all know about his past. We've all got past in the valleys. Show me a man who has no baggage and I'll show you a bloody zombie or a skeleton. That's about it. Anyhow, that's all I've got to say, guys. Please, I'm going to leave the link to that channel that broke this story for us. Please, please, please go over and subscribe, because I just know that I'm going to say something on YouTube that'll get me taken down. So I want you to have a home to go to. God bless you, Richard. If anyone convert me to see the error of my ways and see the path back to our Saviour, Jesus is King. You'll do for me, my man. You've been listening to Green Arrow, Paul. Or perhaps I've added, what was it? A revelation on the road to Damascus. Who can tell? Be seeing you in the next one, guys.